Alrighty, guys, we have a new DCU trailer, and no, it is not Superman. Although Superman, allegedly, the new Superman trailer will be coming out in the next month or so there's that to look forward to. But no, it is not Superman. We have the new trailer for the next DCU project after Superman, and that is Peacemaker Season 2. Now, we've had discussions on this YouTube channel about the whole Season 2 bit and how James Gunn has been deciding to keep things and carry things over from the old DCEU and whatnot. You can go check out a segment previously, I believe, where I talk about James Gunn and his plan and his philosophy to what becomes canon, what doesn't become canon. Basically, everything that's referenced from Peacemaker Season 1 and the Suicide Squad are going to be canon now. I have my own thoughts on that. Really, even though I really liked Peacemaker Season 1, I thought it was a really fun time. I really liked the Suicide Squad. I wish that James Gunn had been a little bit more blanket statement with this kind of thing, because now it just looks like, oh, he's just picking and choosing stuff that he did because, of course, he likes what he did. Anyways, that's all an aside. We're here just to talk about the trailer for Peacemaker Season 2. The only reason I bring all that up is because, well, Peacemaker Season 2. So, there is that. But let's talk about this trailer. So first of all, and I hate to keep saying this because it's annoying, and I know it's annoying, everyone in the comments over the last 6 months who have been saying, no, the DCU is going to be disconnected and projects are going to stand alone. Some projects will absolutely stand alone. Just like how, because people have been comparing it to the MCU, just like how movies initially, like Guardians of the Galaxy, and yes, I know Thanos was there, but Thanos had never really shown up in the MCU before that. It wasn't like Thor Ragnarok with Thor and Hulk. So, films like Guardians of the Galaxy, even the first Ant-Man to a certain extent, I know Falcon was there, but the MCU has had standalone films. Right? Eternals, pretty standalone. So I think that the idea that the DCU is going to be completely disconnected is once again disproved, because the very beginning of this Peacemaker Season 2 trailer sees Maxwell Lord, played by Sean Gunn playing his 20th DCEU, or DCU character, I should say, and then Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion, our first real look at him in live action, and Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl, who we've been seeing in The Last of Us as Dina. To be honest with you, previously before this, because if I hadn't seen The Last of Us, the only thing I would have recognized her from, not even from watching the movie, was from the trailers for Dora the Explorer or Dora in the Lost City of something. So, I mean, that's, I'm glad I saw The Last of Us, because I think she's a great fit now. Before, I just had no idea what she was capable of outside of Dora the Explorer. So, anyways, we get to see these characters again. They're going to appear in Superman first, and then they're going to show up in Peacemaker Season 2, as well as Rick Flag Sr. So Peacemaker is going to be very, very connected to the fabric of the DCU. The scene is funny. It has that characteristic James Gunn humor, which I just think it works so much better in this context. Not to say that the Superman trailers haven't, necessarily worked for me. I was in the theater, I don't know if it was Minecraft or Thunderbolts or whatever, and I saw the Superman trailer again. And I saw the extended sneak peek during the Minecraft movie, and I just, that scene at the beginning with the Fortress of Solitude with the robots, it doesn't work for me, where the robot's like, oh my gosh, he looked at me. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You know what does work, though, is the actual trailer where they're playing the John Williams orchestral score over it, and you get these flashes of seriousness and hope. And James Gunn is very capable of doing that. But the humor just doesn't work for me in the Superman trailer thus far. And in this trailer, it works so much better, because Peacemaker is ridiculous inherently, and he doesn't take himself seriously at all, and I think that that's a great thing. I love that about this trailer. I think the beginning joke is pretty funny, and I think that, based on everything we see here, so he's facing up against some evil threat. Looks like Argus, looks like Rick Flag Sr. is going to be a big part of it. I like that. If we're going to bring in stuff from the Suicide Squad and from Peacemaker Season 1, I like that Rick Flag Sr. is going to be an antagonist, because the death of Rick Flag Jr. was a big part of, obviously, the Suicide Squad, but also Peacemaker Season 1 as well, and the fact that it was referenced, I think, in Creature Commandos. Yeah, a couple times in Creature Commandos as well. So I like that. The ending, the very ending, because honestly, aside from that, sure, is it fun to see Adebayo and Harcourt and Economos again? Yeah, for sure. But, really it's just action shots and things moving and happening pretty quickly. Not a whole lot to really dive deep into. And in my opinion, this is just a teaser trailer. The real big thing that I'm sure people are going to be talking about very intentionally from the marketing's perspective is that shot at the end, where another Peacemaker version of himself is showing up to fight him. And the question is, what is going on there? Few possibilities, obviously, whenever this happens in a trailer. Number one, with the superhero genre these days, multiverse. No, I don't think so. If James Gunn does multiverse, I would be baffled. Not because multiverse doesn't work inherently, but A, in Peacemaker, I don't think so. And B, James Gunn has said, I think recently, that he's kind of tired of multiverse, and I agree with him. I mean, I think we should be getting away from that. So no, I don't think it's another version of himself from the multiverse. Other possibilities, clone, maybe? That'd be kind of weird. But hey, I mean, Peacemaker Season 1 had a giant alien cow thing, whatever they called it. So, the cow, they call it the cow. So I don't know, maybe. I mean, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that there was some cloning thing going on. B or C, it's a twin situation. I don't know if in the comics there's any precedent for Christopher Smith having a twin, but that is a possibility. D, it's some kind of illusion or hallucination or dream or whatnot. We know that his dad, played by Patrick, I'm blanking on his last name, but he's going to be showing up again. Robert Patrick, is that his name? Showing up again in probably hallucinations because he showed up in the last scene of Peacemaker Season 1. So yeah, I mean, I think that would be a possibility, but it seems like from the ending scene, he's walking into a room specifically. So who knows, right? It's an interesting thing. And maybe this will just be one quick scene. Maybe it'll be like, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, for those of us who remember that marketing campaign where we got a big glimpse of Dark Rey and it just turned out to be another dream sequence. So we'll see. We'll see about that. But guys, I'm excited. I think it looks fun. It looks like it has the DNA of Peacemaker Season 1, which I really enjoyed, and I can't wait to see it. So what do you guys think of the first teaser trailer to Peacemaker Season 2? Let me know in the comments down below.